Hello, good morning.
Crazy. Okay, so we're going to go into Baddha Konasana. You remember Baddha Konasana, it's a butterfly position when you lie on the floor and you have your blocks underneath. Just be precise how you hold those blocks. Don't just tuck them carelessly. You need to, this edge of your block needs to follow the crease of your bum. So they actually go a little bit diagonal if you can see it. Okay, so let's slowly start. So first you need to lie down in order to get yourself in position. And then get your soles of your feet together. Open your knees out and then place your blocks underneath your bum. A little bit diagonally so it's in a line of your bum and leg. There you go. And then you can sunbathe. You see how sun is strong now. And then in 5 minutes, dark and showers. Crazy. Okay, so just make sure that your blocks are supporting you pretty close. If you don't have a blocks, you can use cushions. And make sure that your legs are really relaxed. We're going to intensify slowly. After a few breaths, few rounds of breathing, we're going to move that block down. So to start with, really gets comfortable. There's no effort whatsoever. Ooh, nice. And you can have your arms alongside your body, palms turning upwards, or you can have your hands onto your belly, your choice. Whatever is easy. Whatever you find more soothing and more relaxing. Ooh. And then just before you settle into total stillness, move your head right, left, right. Just shake your head a little bit left and right. And then settle your head in the middle. So wherever it wants to fall, let it settle. So it becomes still. Now slowly, if you already haven't done that, close your eyes. Close your eyes and open your third eye. And slowly start turning from outside space into your inside space. From out to in. Using that inner gaze, inner eye. To scan your body from your feet to your top of your head. So you start feeling your feet first. And make a little bit of effort joining those soles of your feet towards each other. Like press your soles of your feet against each other. Feel the skin. I always find this feeling so awkward. You like almost like you touching someone else's foot rather than just yours. And then just for the mind exercise, try to touch corresponding toe of the opposite foot. This is your spatial awareness. Just try to feel those toes against each other, pressing. Okay, once you get that sensation, relax your feet completely, so probably your soles of your feet are not touching now. Just outer edges are together, and then you just open your feet like a book. Now check your knees. Knees supposed to be happy here, so there's no strain. Nothing is pulling awkwardly. If that's the case, you have to move your feet a little bit up or down, either towards you or away from you. Just see where your legs are the happiest. And now check coming to your hips, your lower back and sacrum. Check that area, mid of your body. So see what your lower back is doing here. Okay, two possibilities. If you are arching too much, means you have a tight hips and you need more support of your block, more support underneath your legs. So maybe putting a little bit extra smaller block or extra cushion. You know, this sofa cushion that you might have. Just put. Because if you're arching too much in your lower back is going to hurt you soon. The other spectrum is, the other side of the spectrum is when your lower back is pressing onto the floor too much. Means that you have too much of support, your legs are too high. So maybe release those blocks a little bit away. Away, or just, yeah, moving. So you have this, just observe your lower back. Lower back will tell you where your blocks need to be and what your legs supposed to be. Just imagine that there's a sheet of paper underneath your lower back, and if someone would pull with ease, he would pull it out with ease. Okay, so just settle there a little bit. And then see your spine all the way to your shoulders. Now pin your shoulders down. Pin your shoulders down, and as you do that, your chest would pop up. And you would arch in your lumbar spine a little bit more. But just for now, let it be. And then after that, just relax your shoulders. So do it again. Pin your shoulders down, open your arms, and then relax. Just one more time like this. Pin your shoulders down, wiggle those shoulder blades a little bit closer to each other, and then just relax and see where your arms and your shoulders wants to be. And now as you've done that, check your lower back, if your lower back is still in the right position. Every single movement in your body influences the alignment down the line. So if you move it in a certain way, you have to check other parts of your body. Beautiful. And then the last bit, just to double check that head needs to be in a perfect alignment. So you're not holding tension in your shoulders and in your neck. And relax your jaw. Maybe making a little smile with your corners of your mouth, pulling your corners of your mouth upwards. And notice how that influences your energetic field, your emotional being. Beautiful side breath. Let's focus on our yogic breath. 5 conscious breaths in and out. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose. Follow your breath pathway with your inner eye. So you can just feel your breath starts from your heart, from your center of your being, and then expands in your chest. And then holding that breath in between the breaths. When you're ready, you exhale completely all the way to your heart, to your belly. Just chest depletes and your belly kind of crunches slightly. Little crunch, don't overdo it. Just squeeze that air out of you, complete you. Let's do a few more breaths like this. Just enjoy, smell the flower, beautiful scent of that flower that you visualize. And with every exhalation, release the tension of your body down into the ground. Allow those hips to open. Allow those shoulders to rest on the ground. Allow the jaw to soften. Allow your mind to flow. Not stopping and thinking. Just let your thoughts flow through what, when they come, you just let them go. Let your vibration and your energy change to one of ease, joy, and satisfaction. Just being so happy you're lying down on the floor, doing nothing, but doing so much. Last breath. And then we're going to intensify this opening. So you're going to move those blocks just kind of half your leg. Not all the way down yet. Just a little bit more down so your legs would open more. And you have to see where you need to stop so you don't overdo it. If you overdo it, your legs are going to get tired and you're going to tense up. Body will kind of switch into this stretch reflex. Don't allow that. You still have to be comfortable, but a little bit more challenged. Okay, so once you move those blocks a little bit down, stay as you are, still again, and breathe. So now notice how those hip flexors are more open. So now focus on that area in your body. This is where your challenge is going to start. Just breathe into those hips and your lower back. And really go inwards quite deeply, using that exhale to release everything inside of you. With that exhale, not just your mind, but also almost like the tension out of your internal organs, especially your digestive system, when usually stress gathers and stays. Literally with that little sigh breath, this huge eye breath, release the belly. And when you release the belly, you release the core muscles, and especially psoas, this hip flexor. So just use that breath to open a little bit more. I call this energetic stretch. You're not stretching at all, but you're actually using the breath to release the tension, which means stretching, lengthening, just by using your breath. Conscious one. And let's slowly move arms up and down. So we're going to intensify a little bit more. So have your arms next to your body, a little bit wider, like diagonally, turning your palms down. On inhale, reach with your arms over your head, touch the floor behind you, bending your elbows. Oh, notice the shoulders. As you exhale, return your arms back. And that's all what you do. On inhale, arms up. On exhale, arms down. Do it nice and slow. Focusing on rotation in your shoulder joints. You're opening your shoulders now. It's not about moving your arms up and down. It's you oiling your shoulder joints. Enjoy the movement, no rush. There is nowhere to go, there is nowhere to be at this moment. Just here where you are now, moving those arms up and down. And as your shoulder gets used to this opening, you can straighten your elbows a little bit more every time you go up. Don't overstretch, still go gently. Arms are never straight. but just a little bit more straighter. You feel it where your shoulders are telling you. Let's do 3 more like this. You can intensify a little bit more by pulling your chin into your chest when your arms are up. Notice as soon as you do that how your shoulders are challenged a little bit more in a nice gentle way. Perfect. And then your last one. Okay. And then the next one, we're going to intensify a little bit more now by removing those blocks completely. So now there is no support, and you can just feel those inner groins a little bit more opening, pulling knees, pulling them out. Okay, so now arms are straight. Don't bend your elbows. As you inhale, reach with your arms over your head and really stretch long, long, long. Get hold of one elbow, so you framing your head with your upper arm. So get hold of those elbows and stay. Just remember which elbow you're holding more. We're going to change sides next round. So now notice this stretch and how might your inner thighs and your hips start maybe tensing up because it's a little bit more challenging to stay there. Observe your lower back. If your lower back is popping up a lot, let it be now. Don't push neither way. Just observe. If your lower back is very high up, means that shoulders and your hips are very tight, like my case. I can feel that my spine is popping up. Use that exhalation to release the body weight into the ground. Literally, you have to consciously decide to do that. It doesn't happen naturally. Just literally saying to yourself on exhale, relax. And notice where your body is pulling you more. Last breath. And then extend your arms long behind you, like long, long, long. And then just switch. It's called the other elbow more than the other one. Just hold on to the other elbow, so changing sides. Notice how you pull the other side a little bit more now. Try to relax a little bit more. Use that exhalation. Notice how hips are complaining now. You can just feel your hips. Three more breaths here. Last breath. On inhale, elongate arms again, long, long, long. Return your arms underneath your legs. And then say, ouch, and bring your legs together. Oh, stay there just breath or two to neutralize. Oh, that was good. And then hug one knee into your chest, go gradually. And then the other one. Have both into your chest now. So we go another butterfly, but just from the high now. So interlace your fingers and hold those feet. If you can't reach it, if you are too tight, you can use the strap. Just kind of hook the strap and hold. But I think it's okay. I think we all can do it. Just somehow grab those feet, interlace your fingers and hold on there. So now you're trying to have your arms long, hooked, those hands hooked over those feet, and that structure will pull your shoulders. Let the shoulders lengthen. Your feet are pulling them. And then slowly hold outside of you. So we're going into happy baby. So you're holding outside of your outer edges. Or if you want to hold big toes, yogi tolas, your choice. Whichever version you decide to do, stick with that. Open those knees out. So your knees are passing your rib cage. And use the strength of your arms to pull those legs down, knees down. Happy baby. It's such a happy position. Literally. Again, if you want to intensify in this one, you pull your shins, so your lower leg a little bit towards your face. Notice how I was even inch doing that. Oh, it gets you. But still moving those knees down towards the ground. Open your legs, V-shape, wide. Again, doesn't matter if your legs are coming straight or not. Even if they are bent, it's okay. Just as long as you feel this inner growing stretch. Just pull it out and try to hang there a little bit. Oh, notice the inner growings, lovely. And we can play a little bit again if you decide to intensify a little bit more. From your bent knees, try to stretch your legs. So you do a few times like this. You bend it and then try to stretch them, strengthen them as much as you can. So indeed, you kind of stretching your legs in dynamic way. You have to do this one slow, don't rush. Just gradually bend and stretch and see where is your maximum. Okay, last one. Stay with your legs straight as possible and then join your legs towards the ceiling. Again, if they are straight, good. If not, good too. Both is good. You know, if your knees are bent, that's perfectly fine. As long as you feel the hamstring stretch, back of your legs. And you feel more stretch if you pull those toes, your feet towards your face. So your heels are kind of shooting upwards. And then you can just feel the back of your leg long. This is your hamstring stretch while you're resting on the floor. Beautiful, isn't it? Let's stay still a little bit, just work it. Keep pushing those heels upwards, toes downwards. Okay, so we're bravely going into shoulder stand. Okay, couple of notices of cautions here. If you have a high blood pressure, or if you have eye problems, or if you are on your code red. Girlies, if you are on your code red on a monthly cycle, I call it code red. Saying like, Few Good Men, if you ever seen that movie. Code red. Anyway, I'm joking. Don't do it, or do it in moderation. You can put a block underneath, and that could be your shoulder stand. Not as intense. That's the option. But if you can, let's go the full Monty, the full version of it. So you're holding those feet. Can you slowly start gradually working towards halasana, plow? When your legs are over your face. So slowly hop and then hop. First few do small range. Small range just for your lower back to get used to it. And also your blood pressure and the whole alignment, like what you're doing. And then slowly, once you get more into the movement, your feet would hopefully reach the floor behind you. Or if they don't, doesn't matter. Just go as maximum you can. Also, as you're coming down, do it nice and slow. You have to control. This is good for your abdominals. Good for your abdominals, but also as you stay up there with your legs, you can readjust that blood pressure, which is for the shoulder stand, very important. You see, with control rolling down, really slow. That's the challenge. Okay, let's do one more full one. Okay. And then just for the little rest, release your feet down on the floor. Then just get the shoulders ready for the shoulder stand so you don't get in shock when you're up there. So very simple. Just lift your hips up off the floor. Arms are next to your body, palms down. And then release it down. Let's do it 9 more times. Working a little bit of glutes, a little bit of legs. And then again, hop up. On exhale, you go up. Don't rest when you go down on the floor. Just spring up. Like touch the floor slightly and then spring up. Squeeze those glutes. Prepare the body to work now. A little bit more. 7, 8, 9, and then last one, 10. Release it all the way down, a little rest, just to get the lumbar spine neutralized. And now on the next one, lift your spine up again, high, interlace your fingers behind your back, and wiggle those shoulder blades towards each other. Really puff your chest. This is going to be your shoulder stand, kind of up shoulder alignment. So you have to open across your chest like crazy. And then just for fun, lift your right leg up and then release it down. Try again. Left leg up, release it down. Focus on shifting your weight onto your shoulders and upper body. Okay, let's do one more time each side. And then release everything. Move those shoulders away and then slowly come back down on the ground. Whew, that was a little bit of back bending. Okay, so we're going to combine the two. We're going into shoulder stand. Or take variation if you want to. So your arms are next to your body, palms down, knees to your chest. Use your abdominals and whoosh those legs over your face, coming into halasana. I'm trying to find the angle of you seeing me. It's so annoying. I can't find it. Okay, so once you're in halasana, you end up with your arms interlaced behind your back. So don't look at the camera. Try to listen what I'm saying. So your legs are somewhere in the air Interlace your fingers as you just done previously into the posture. Yeah, and then as you interlace your fingers, really get the chin to your chest, and now get your all 10 fingers onto your lower back. Fingers pointed upwards. Your knees are onto your forehead now. Can you get your both knees onto your forehead? So you're creating little tight ball or out of your body, and your heels are close to your bum. You kind of like a child pose upside down. So your feet are close to your bum, and your knees into your chest. And then once you're ready, just lift your legs up towards the ceiling. Stay there as long as you can. If you feel uncomfortable, don't force it. Take a little break and come back again. Okay, let's play with the legs a little bit. Can you release your right leg back into Halasana? Just right leg goes over your face. Come back to the center. Come back. And then your left leg goes back over your face. And then try again one more time each leg. On exhale, you release it down. Last one, left leg. And then once you finish with the last leg, can you come into butterfly position? This is Baddha Konasana again. So soles of your feet are together. Bring your feet close to your bum and open your knees out wide. Readjust a little bit more. Try to stay a little bit more straight if you can. And then bring your knees back onto your forehead. And then lift your legs up back into shoulder stand. This is your second time, same posture. Stay for 5 breaths. If it's enough for you, slowly release yourself down. Last breath. You go back into Halasana, legs over your face. Arms are down on the floor, palms down. And then roll yourself down, down, slowly. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Phew. With your feet on the floor. Oh, and then just stay a little bit here, just align. Shoulder stand is not easy posture. I find it so challenging. But it's good for you, funny enough. It's good for you. Especially it's good for your thyroid gland. If you suffer from thyroid gland issues, those kind of postures with chin to your chest, like shoulder stand, is so good. You're massaging that gland by doing this. Okay, so slowly hug your knees into your chest. Rock yourself a little bit left and right if you want. And we're going into seated now. So legs up towards the ceiling, palms down, hands down, and then just sit yourself into very simple, into seated position. Oh, hello. We're here. Well, I hope you survive that shoulder stand. Okay, so we're going to go into hips a little bit more. Get back into Baddha Konasana, butterfly position. Same thing as we did lying down, we're going to do seated. So you'll get your hands hooked over your feet. We did it last time, this one. Okay, so Arms are long. You feel the pull in your shoulder. It's a nice pull. And also, it opens the shoulder muscles beautifully. If you just let the process happen by itself, just using alignment. Once you get a good alignment, then dig those elbows into your inner thighs and open a little bit more. Oh, it's good. Okay, so next one, you might need a towel underneath your knees because it gets uncomfortable. So if you need to grab a towel, do it, don't be shy. So you're coming onto all fours and you opening your legs, knees wide. So this is going to challenge your inner groins and your hips a little bit more. Right. And then come on to your elbows. And notice what not to do. Let me just show you what not to do. Position of your pelvis need to be in the right alignment, otherwise you don't feel the stretch. So when you go down on your elbows, don't move backwards with your bum. Go a little bit forwards and then, oh my God, it hurts. And then open those legs, knees, as wide as you possibly can. Controlling it with your upper body hold. Just kind of your weight is on your upper body. Ouch. It hurts without the towels. Ooh, you need towel or something. Or move your trousers. Better option. Okay, so just stay there and experiment where your bum needs to be in order for you to feel the stretch. So you would probably move forward. Oh my God, the more you move forward, the more stretch you feel. Yeah, there you go. Just stay and breathe. Try not to collapse in your shoulders so your neck kind of drops down. You have to really work with the upper body. Shoulders, pectoralis, upper body area to hold you. There you go. Hello, ducks. Like an orchestra. Untuned orchestra. The noise they make is so funny. I think ducks and geese, actually there's a geese, they're the least musical animals. You know, every animal has some kind of pleasing sound, but ducks and geese, my God, like these modern opera composers, out of tune. Everything is out of tune. Anyway, 5 more breaths. Oh, see, the longer you stay, the better. You can just feel how it opens you more. Ah, well done. Let's slowly, so again, use your upper body to come up. Ouch. Tuck your toes under. Ooh. And then just push, like I just did. Its transition is into squat. So come into squat easy. So from one to another. See how squat is easier now. If you can't squat all the way down, don't stress. You can still stay at halfway. If your hips are hurting too much, you can stay, see the halfway rather than all the way down. But use those elbows against the knee. Press your palms against each other, and then you can still have a good work here. And obviously, because legs are going to hurt you sooner than us, you take little breaks. Oh, lovely. Okay, let's everyone take a break. Drop your hands down and then stretch your legs. Lovely, lovely for your lower back, and your QL, quadrum lumborum. Let's go again. Sit down, press your palms against each other, and then move those elbows against the knees and hold it. Try to elongate. Your spine needs to be long. If you're collapsing in, you're just rounding your spine. There's not much work down there. Beautiful. Okay, let's take a rest again. Stretch your legs up. Lift your bum up, stretch your legs. Let's try do the twist now. So some of you might need the strap. So you go a little bit more down. So you need to squat a little bit more down. Try to lean on one side. Whichever one you're going to wrap, you're going into twist. You bring your shoulder and your knee very close to each other. Very close. Otherwise, if you're too far, it's difficult to bind. You need to go close to it. Anyway, and then turn your palm up. You see how you kind of twisting your shoulders this way? Yeah. And then you hook it somehow, and then the other one, somehow you need to elongate and then bind it together. And then you stay. Again, if your hips are hurting, it's not, the range is not available to you. You stay, you see, you can still do it with a higher stance. Just you need to take a little bit off, break more often. Try to hold it. Let's just work on this now. Find the comfort, find the joy, and keep smiling, regardless whether is it hurting or not. Okay, little break, stretch your legs and say ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, go down again. Same thing, lean on that side. You have to really go in. Lean in. And then twist that arm, palm goes up. And then reach with the other one. Find that hand somehow and then hold it. Find your breath here. Okay, little break again. Ah, there you go. And then just undo yourself into down dog. Perfect. It just feels so good coming into down dog now. And then very lazy, drop your hips forward. Drop your hips forward as an upper dog, keeping on your toes curled. And then come back into down dog. Oh, there you go. And let's do it 2 more times like this. Feels good. You open. And then back into down. Stretch your calves. And then again. Hop. Last down dog. And then slowly come onto your knees with your legs in front of you and take a block. Ideally the smaller one. I don't have a smaller one, but I'm okay with this one. See how you go. Okay, this you never done this one before. It's awkward, but it's really good actually. I have no idea why I never done it. It used to be my favorite. Anyway, you have your heels on that block and you flex your feet. pointing your toes towards your face. Use your arms at the back to lengthen so you end up with a straight line. And notice the stretch. It's already, you feel engagement. Keep your spine straight. So again, leading with your chest, hinging from your hips. Don't lose that curvature in your spine. Don't slouch back. Keep that proudness. And then just lean forward and try to grab your either toes or outside of your feet. Or if that's not, you can't do that, don't worry. Just hold it, pulling yourself. You'll feel enough pressure already. And that's what you do. You just stay there. Or you can feel your calves and your hamstrings. Keep looking forward. Don't collapse though. Proud chest. And notice the more you pull your feet towards you, the stretch is completely different. Let's take another 3 breaths here. Oh, it's good for the lower back, feels good. Okay, and then slowly come up. This one you can do for longer. I'm just cautious of the time, so just to show you variation. Okay, let's stretch the quadriceps now. So if you can sit on a floor with the both sitting bones down, not like this, both needs to be down. If you find it awkward, put a block underneath the long leg one. So you can still have a hip square. Your foot is outside of your bum. Don't go under. It has to go a little out. And your toes are pointing backwards. Just really make sure you're sitting square, because that's what put the pressure on that quadriceps. And your knees are towards each other. Again, don't let them flare out, just towards each other. And off you go. This time we're going to go forward. We usually go backwards, but let's go forward. Again, don't force it. If that's plenty for your joints, stay where you are. Otherwise, inhale alone, and then as you exhale, you just go a little forward again. Then slowly come up. Oh. Okay, let's go into twist. So reach with your long leg, whichever leg is long, opposite arm goes up, and then you hook that back of your palm onto the outside of that knee. The other arm is behind you. Oh, it's lovely. And then you work the twist, 5 breaths. Inhale, you elongate long, and as you exhale, you just turn. So be patient. 5 breaths means 5 inches, like an inch at a time, you're turning. Last breath. Oh, it's good. Okie dokie. And then just release that bent leg straight. Shake a little bit. And let's change legs. So, in this one, for example, I need to sit on a block. This is a broken knee. Yeah. Wherever you are, you'll know where you need to be. because of your hips being square. Oh, how different. It's completely different. Wow. I can feel the pull here like crazy. Okay, so same thing. Your foot needs to go backwards and your heel, outside of your bum little. It's not underneath. Same rules. Okay, so whenever you're ready, we go forward. Do as much as you can. Again, don't force it. Forward, trying to get that foot or anything you can get. Find that joyous breath. It's so important, that breath. Once you're in a rhythm of moving with the body, there's more pleasure in the movement. There's more joy. When your breath is stuck, you are under the stress, and then no good. So find that breath flowing. It would make you happy. It would make you very happy. Okay, last breath. Oh, slowly come up. And then we do a little twisting now. So same thing, opposite arm. Long leg, but opposite arm. Reaches up. And then just turn from the waist. Hook that back of your palm on the outside of that knee. The other arm is behind you. And then you 5 breaths, you start turning. Inhale and exhale. Last breath. And then slowly come back. Oops. And then extend your leg forward. Just check that time. Yeah. And then shake your legs. We have time just to finish with beautiful shoulder opening. Yeah, perfect. We have a couple of minutes. Okay, so you've done this one before, some version of it. It's quite strong, but it's really good. So you use the block in front of you and you do your eagle arms. So give yourself a hug, like proper hug. Like if you would catch the shoulder blades. So your elbows on top of each other. And then create the eagle arms. Ideally with those fingers pointing upwards. And then reach towards that block. And then start working. Oh, you see those shoulders, tight. So you just kind of start pulling your bum backwards. It would challenge your arms and shoulders. Don't overdo it though. Again, use that breath. Ouch. Oh my God, this is hurting. Because I had my shoulder troubles. You know, if you can't, so for example, I have a shoulder trouble. If you can't bind those arms, your hands, don't worry, just have them unbind. And just pull yourself backwards, it's plenty. Anything will do, just feel the pull in those shoulders, that's it. And it's pretty intense. You would feel it anyway. Ah. Okay, last breath. Ouch. And then slowly come back. Ooh, Shake those shoulders. Okay, let's try the other side. So make sure you switch. One arm is on top, one arm is at the bottom, different way. And obviously one side is always easier than the other. Find that. And then you go onto that block and then pull yourself back. Last breath. And then slowly, slowly come back. Oh. And then shake, shake. We're going into child pose now to balance everything out. Those tired shoulders. Come into child pose with your legs together. Like, let's make it compact and round. And if you need a block, it's good to have underneath the forehead. If your head is too far from the ground, this feels so good. Have a block underneath your forehead, it's good. And your arms are next to your body. Release your shoulders. Two more breaths. And then slowly rise up, remove that block, and then come into down dog, last stretch. Oh, happy down dog. Move your feet left and right if you want. Walk on the spot. And then walk yourself forward, forward, forward into forward bend. Roll up into standing. Reach with your arms over your head, interlace your fingers, get your palms up. And then move from one side, the half moon, come back to the other side. Half moon. Turn your palms normal way and move yourself backwards. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Going to forward when squeezing those shoulder blades. Inhale, come back. Repeating everything what we just done, but just with a different interlace of your fingers. So get your index finger switch. Turn your palms up. Go to the one side, half moon. Oh, to the other side, half moon. Change your fingers into hands together. Move yourself backwards. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Bend your knees. Tilt your pelvis. Go forward. Inhale, reach, up. And then hands into your heart center. Giving you thanks for yoga practice and opportunity to practice. Joining yin and yang, sun and moon, happy and sad, good and bad, into one harmony. So now lift your heart and bow your head. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Oh. How did you survive? It's not easy for your hips, yeah. If you have a hips troubles, it's challenging, but there's always modifications. You can always, find a version that you can actually do it. Still have the same benefits. Good, we practice more. It's for life. Yoga is for life. We are lifers, as we call each other. You start doing yoga and it's for life. So you're like going in prison for life. You are lifer. Good. Okay, love you and leave you. Enjoy your day. Keep smiling, stay wise. And I shall see you on Sunday for a little bit more shoulder opens. Yeah, we need to do these shoulders. Anyway, love from Bali. See ya.